Hello super friends and welcome to DC TV Talk. This is the show where we talk all things Supergirl, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow and Black Lightning. And in today's video we're going to be discussing that second point that Samandra Watson wanted to make towards Oliver at the end of Season 6 episode 22. So let's discuss. So Season 6 episode 22, otherwise called The Ties That Bind, was the penultimate episode to Season 6 of Arrow, and it was a very good episode, another very strong episode, which has, kind of become a theme over the past few weeks of Arrow. It's been such a great turnaround for the show. And at the very end of the episode, we see Samandra Watson there in the FBI office. In front of her is Oliver Queen himself, and he is stating that, he can't take down Diaz on his own. He's corrupted everyone within Star City. He needs external help. He needs an outsourced pair of hands, so to speak, and he goes to the FBI. And that, of course, is Samandra Watson, and she wants two things from him. One of which is Oliver to out himself as the Green Arrow, which he does. He says to Samandra Watson, "I am the Green Arrow." But then at the very end she says, "I also need another thing," and then that's where the episode ends. But what could this other thing be? Well, if you've been following recent rumours and kind of spoilers around Arrow, you'll know that Oliver is going to jail at the end of this season, which if you weren't following that kind of stuff, you may think, oh, well, he escaped that. He was in the court case and then he got away with it. But he is actually going to come back to that situation, and he's going to end up being arrested at the end of this season come next week's finale. And I think that this is the second thing that Samandra Watson is getting him to agree to, is some sort of deal. He's, they're going to say, okay, we'll help you take down Diaz, we'll help you, rid corruption in Star City. You tell us you're the Green Arrow, but you have to serve jail time. And that's what it's going to be. That's the second thing that Samandra wants. She wants Oliver to serve jail time. And because he's doing kind of an honourable thing, maybe she will strike a deal with him and say, look, I'll reduce your sentence or something like that, to the point where, he's going to be able to do that and then perhaps come back next season. I don't know. But I think that the second thing that Samandra wants is definitely Oliver to serve some jail time for being the Green Arrow and being a vigilante. So this leads us into Season 7, and if Oliver is in jail, this could lead very much into an Oliver Queen, Green Arrow prison escape, which if he strikes a deal with the FBI, then perhaps this won't happen, because there's been quite a big theory recently surrounding Season 7 of Arrow and what it's going to be doing, and a lot of us have assumed that he's going to go to jail and then he's going to escape and he's going to go on the run with Roy Harper. Now, if he strikes a deal with the FBI, would he really break out? Because if he strikes a deal, then that means they'd be kind of on good-ish terms, so he'd be able to come out. But I don't know. It seems like most likely we will get a prison break, and that'll bring us very much back to that original Green Arrow movie that was meant to happen a few years ago, which was Green Arrow Escape from Supermax. And that would be a really cool idea if we actually get to see Oliver kind of working with different villains from Arrow, also maybe even from The Flash, like a few metas from The Flash, and they all do this big prison escape together. It'd be a really awesome idea, like for the season premiere. If we do that, that would be a really amazing way to kick off the season. And I just mentioned him, but this could also be the return of Roy Harper. We know that Roy is becoming a series regular again next season, which is, I say it every time I bring this up, but it's just the best news ever. I love Roy as a character just so much. And he is a series regular, so this could be how he comes back in, because Roy has technically been on the run for the past, 4 years, so he'd be able to come back and help Oliver out in this situation. And this could lead to Oliver going on the run with Roy, and these two together maybe they go out on doing their own vigilante stuff, or maybe they would actually end up coming back to Star City. I mean, they will come back to Star City at some point, of course they will. I feel it probably won't last till mid-season. I imagine they'll come back before episode 9, especially because obviously we'll probably have the crossover by then, so we need the Green Arrow for the crossover, so we definitely will see Oliver back in Star City by then. But I think we'll be able to see Oliver on the run with Roy, at least for a little bit. This could also lead to us getting the classic-looking Oliver Queen from the comics, which Stephen Amell has teased for quite some time, where he has, the long hair and the really long beard. I don't know if they'd do, to that extreme, but it would definitely be a longer hair, kind of similar to how Oliver looked on the island, I remember when I first watched Arrow and I saw that shot of him where he looks up at the camera with the beard and everything. That was classic-looking Oliver Queen to me. So I feel they could do something along those lines, because obviously if Oliver Queen escapes prison, then he is a known fugitive and a known vigilante, so he's going to be hunted by the authorities, and he can't go around looking like Oliver Queen, because of course everyone now will know, because the FBI now know that Oliver Queen is the Green Arrow. So it's just going to be one of those things where he's going to have to change his look quite drastically, so that could lead to this long hair and long beard, classic looking Oliver Queen from the comics, which Stephen Amell has been teasing, especially now for Season 7. So what do you guys think about all this news? Do you think that this is what's actually going to happen at the end of the season? Do you think that Oliver is having to strike a deal with the FBI to say, look, if you help me take out Diaz and everything, I've told you I'm the Green Arrow, and then Samandra Watson just wants him to serve jail time. I think that's what makes sense at this point. It kind of, because that was one thing I was kind of thinking when we kind of knew that Oliver was getting arrested at the end of the season, especially after episode 21, where I was like, well, he kind of escaped that, so how is he going to get back into this situation? But if he makes a deal with Samandra to actually serve jail time after she helps him rid Star City of corruption and rid them of Ricardo Diaz, that would make a lot of sense, and that actually does kind of lead into season 7 quite nicely. In terms of Ricardo Diaz, I don't know, because obviously there are rumours that he's going to survive this season. He's actually going to make a villain next season, so that could still happen. I don't know. I honestly, it's really exciting because I really don't know where they're going with this season finale, and I'm really excited about that. I love the fact that because even though we know that Oliver getting arrested, it's kind of like there's still all these little plot threads that we don't quite know where they're going to end up, so that really excites me. But tell me all your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also, if you saw my last video, you'll know that I did announce that I'm going to Heroes and Villains FanFest in London this year, which is on the 26th and the 27th of May. I will be going on the 26th, which is the Saturday, and basically I'm going to be there meeting loads of different stars. I'm going to be meeting up with other DC TV YouTubers. It's going to be awesome. And, if you see me and you want to come up and say hi, don't be afraid. Just come up and say hi to me. It'd be awesome to meet some of you guys if you're there and you're around. I'll be there on the Saturday all day, so if you're there and you want to meet up, then yeah, just come up and say hi to me. It'd be awesome to meet you guys, and you'll be getting some really cool videos from that event itself too. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like. It'll help me out a lot, and share this video with anyone and everyone you know who loves DC TV and getting them to join the community. And as always guys, please subscribe for your latest content on Supergirl, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow and Black Lightning. And with all that said guys, I hope to see you again in my next video.